when you look at stress, and boy, the longer you look at this slide, like I got a headache when I loaded this slide earlier today. Stress it's such a big part of our dictionary today, how people talk. It's part of our fabric. There's some that are even kind of proud of how stressed they are. There's other people that live in toxic stress and hate it and can't stand it. But we have this part and parcel. So this is one of the most important things I'm going to tell you. These are programming moments. And when you're in programming, remember, that's this mythical in the 10 percentage place. In the 10 is that place where we have, stress, we have intensity, we have crisis. Now, we love that place because it's also where we have growth. It's the only way we get to our greatness. It's where we have potentiality and where we're expanding that as well. So it's really important that we stay focused in this place. And in a programming moment, not in the 90, not when you're just chit-chat, not when you're having a cup of coffee, not when you're, talking over the water cooler, not when you're having lunch, but in programming moments when you are very conscious about the reality that you are creating. This should be the very last time in programming that you want to ever use the word stress. It has no value to you, and for most people, it's half empty because they're not busy focused on I'm stressed out. Most people don't go, well, woohoo, you're in your potential, or woohoo, you're stressed out. I got a lot of growth, yay me. We'll talk a little bit about that tonight. But you have to understand that stress always comes in two forms. Eustress, and that's the Greek letter EU for positive or good. It's good stress. And distress, which I spelled it with its prefix, but distress. I'm in distress. Are you, when you're stressed out, for you, which one are you in? If you're at work and you're stressed out, or the project is pushing, are you stressed out? Are you in eustress or you are in distress? We want all stress to turn into eustress. And when you think about it, and when you calculate, because we are dealing in the power of the mind, and the mind is controlling reality, you can do great things where some people are stressed out and it's distress. In the metaphor, I'm always talking about eustress is when you're in the gym and you're on your 10th rep and you're growing your bicep, but it's really violent cellular death that's taking place in the middle of your bicep on the 10th rep. That's where you create your growth. Distress is when you're on the 10th rep or maybe even the 4th rep and your form is poor, or you've had bad nutrition, or your body, you're in the gym and you've been battling the flu, your body's not up to stuff. When you're in distress, now you're going to tear the muscle. Now you're injured. That's not the kind of form of stress, but that's the physical metaphor. When we look at the power of the mind, and the mind can do anything that we want it to do, when you command from the mind, your body, when you command from the mind, the reality, when you command the mind, and you do it well, it does anything for you. In your programming moments, get very, very conscious. Don't say, I'm stressed out, or are you stressed out? Ask, think, reflect, be conscious. Is this eustress, which is, yay, I'm growing, I'm getting stronger, I'm getting better, or is this distress? Because if it's distress, we need to do something else. Most people record stress, and it can be a very long run of kind of toxic stress because you might be at your job and it's a long project and your relationship is suffering a little bit and you don't have the finances coming in on top of it, right? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it'll feel distressful, but it's not. It's these times for epic growth and greatness.